But
Welcome to the wrap-up show.
things.
We've got
Why
some
can't you say
interesting
something
things
nice?
happening, and we're just going to go straight to it.
That is actually nice. I'm being honest. What do you want me to? Do you want me to go?
We've
Oh,
got some
Weezy is so
interesting-
great. He's
You
like
go
totally
around,
awesome.
you
He's
go
like
around
amazing.
and
He's
mad
so
and suck all the
great.
fucking
Come on,
energy
he's
out of
like
you.
Yes, sorry, I
great.
took my green screen
But
down. What are we
you
listening to? What is this
push-ass
shit?
Maddie.
It's the voice chat right now. They're going off about, I think, me.
What
Like I
about
said,
Maddie?
when he's not doing his music,
What is
when he's
Maddie
not
right
doing
now?
his music, he's like Mushy's older brother.
This is actually pretty
Corey,
good.
why
This
don't
is
you
juicy.
go listen to some Nirvana, take a shotgun,
Very-
What happened with
get
Corey?
some
People are
drugs and
pissed at him or
alcohol
something?
in your system.
Yeah, this is happening live right now.
That's
Yeah.
That's very negative, Barry. Why are you wishing that upon me? I thought it was supposed to be about positivity, but now you're being negative.
Told him not to drink.
You're
it.
wishing
what I'm
ill will
saying
on
is,
me.
what I'm saying is the
You
truth.
already
You seem
have
to hate
drugs and
What is he
alcohol.
mad
You're
at?
wishing ill will on me. I
missed. I was
thought it
busy.
was supposed to be about positivity, not negativity.
Sorry, I won't interrupt.
Well, you know what, Corey? You're full of negativity always. So I'm just giving you something back in your
When
face.
am I ever filled with
You're
negativity?
showing, and I'm reminding you of who you are. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, Mr. Psychologist.
Very smacking
Let you
down
do take
the
psychology.
chorister.
Very great.
You're like, and I take sports psychology.
Okay, what is the next hour? How much do I owe you? $300 an hour? 500? Oh no, you're a cheap whore. Never mind.
Because you're a
You have
broken.
so much money that you give to Lisa Lindland for her because you're Lisa Lindland's beer fairy. Okay.
I love
Seriously.
lemon.
I
I
can't
eat
stand her.
lemons and oranges.
Some
Yeah,
dumb
she's
win-win.
a quality beer because you pay her beer for her beer bill.
Will
Sharman
any
will
of
be
these people
coming
come on the
soon.
show? I want them to
I
just.
told-
Why don't they just do it on camera?
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Sharman will be coming
yes,
in
I don't know what
too. I
you're
told her
going
to.
I don't know
Okay,
what
good.
that's about.
Yeah,
I'll,
please
Alright.
invite anybody.
I'm gonna tell him to get in.
She wants me
in here.
around because she
Yeah,
adores
tell
me.
them all to
Yeah,
come
tell
in
'em
here
to come
and
in here,
fight.
yeah.
Fuck wasting it on Discord.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Brian,
Join the
great
Wheeze.
show
What's
today.
up, bro?
Sorry to
Hey,
call you
thanks,
Brian. I meant to say Brian.
No, you
But
can
yeah,
call me whatever you want.
great
Asshole,
show. You
piece
did
of
a great
shit.
job. I loved it.
Thanks,
I'm
I
surprised that you
love you
got
too, man.
Bob on there. Bob was not
Yeah,
willing to come on my
Bob.
shows ever, but he is definitely
Well,
willing to go on
I-
shows, which is a good plus for everybody.
He's
I feel
he's
like.
great. He brings the entertainment. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
He definitely does. I didn't know if
No, I
he'd be.
appreciate it. I appreciate your support. I support you. You're awesome, and
Well, I appreciate that, man.
I'm glad
Definitely.
we're all just like jiving and cool and
Yeah.
it's
I'm
awesome,
like
man.
opposite style of
good.
Corey, with Corey going off on everybody, or not just
Yeah.
Corey, but like the negative style of things. I don't like that really.
Yeah, I don't like to do it on the wrap up show. I
No,
tend to
it
sometimes
is entertaining though. Very
screw
entertaining.
up in Discord, but I won't do it on my wrap up.
No, that's important. That's
Yeah,
definitely important.
Yeah,
So speaking of the wrap up, I know you covered pretty much everything. That's why I almost didn't
I
even want
know
to do a
it's
show.
hard. I know.
No,
We gotta
not.
figure something out because
That's what I was just gonna say. We should just join forces.
yeah, there's no need to do two wrap. I think one spectacular wrap up show.
Yeah,
That's all
exactly.
we need, right? One
Yep.
Totally agree.
Yep.
definitive wrap up, right? No,
Totally.
it's-
And we can
And then
have.
maybe, yeah.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I was
No,
gonna
you
say
go ahead.
they have a new feature on here where you can have like co-hosts, so like two people can do
Oh.
the. Like if you're busy
Okay.
and you want to put up a clip, the other guy can do it and stuff like that. So it makes it easier.
Perfect. That would be good because I'm usually drinking and I probably will screw something up. So
No, you did a great. I like that show
it's
earlier.
perfect.
Are you gonna
Thanks.
come
I
argue
appreciate
on
it.
here?
I hope so.
I hope so too. I don't see it
so we
happening though.
So weird.
I'd be glad to
They're doing-
facilitate.
I don't
that,
even know what they're mad about. I don't understand why even anyone's arguing.
Yeah, can you sum it up
Voice
for us,
chat.
Super Champ? Do you know?
I have no clue.
Yeah, it's pretty personal, so I can't really say what
Oh, okay.
happened. But
What do you mean it's personal?
Corey
For
said
you?
no, Corey said something negative to Susan in the Discord, and she fucking just flipped on him and
Well, Susan's pretty
started
fucking
swearing
nutty.
at him and was going off on him, and then everybody else came in the chat and started going off on him.
Susan's pretty fucking nutty.
I haven't met her. I've heard her, but I haven't talked to her.
She's all right. Nobody even. I don't even know how she found us. I think she's from like.
Really?
the TTC or like Corey's stuff. She's not really even KAF, I don't think. I don't know. Unless she's new KAF. I don't know. She's not, she's by no means old school KAF.
Right.
Maybe Supertramp knows more about her. I
I don't know much about
she's
her.
a bit of a
She comes in all
nobody
our
knows,
streams,
man.
though. She comes into Wendy's stream.
Yeah.
She goes into Corey's
Right.
stream.
Right.
I tried to get
And-
Wendy on, but she wasn't replying to me. But she talked
At
to me
least we
earlier.
know. At least we know it's a chick, right? At least.
I'll ask her real quick.
Yeah, I'd love to have Wendy on. She's always
Yeah, that'd
welcome.
be cool.
I think she was watching the show today too.
I'm sure.
So speaking of this, Maddie just brought it up. What do you guys think about Eric? I know that almost everything else was covered on your show, but I'm kind of from like I could be on either camp from this, but
Yeah,
I
the
almost
Eric
don't
thing,
feel
yeah.
I don't feel like giving him this kind of platform is necessarily the best thing for him in the
No,
future.
I
It might be
agree with you.
good for content, but in the long run, it might just be giving him further delusions.
It feels a little exploitive, and you know he's has mental illness, and I don't think people should fuck with him. I
don't
think-
feel like it's exploitive to me because
Oh,
I
you
think that he
don't?
loves it. I just feel like he can
Oh,
love it.
Okay.
I feel like there's two
Goodness.
schools of thought here.
All right.
You could be like, okay, cool, let's harness his energy and use it for a
Right.
creative purpose. But I
Right.
think that he's creating a monster out of this persona that he thinks is being validated.
So what you're saying is it's exacerbating his issues by being on the show, right?
I think so. I didn't really necessarily
Somewhat,
think
yeah.
that, but I think that's like open for
Yeah.
discussion because I can see both
Yeah.
sides of it. But I don't know Eric as well as other people do, and so maybe
Yeah,
like,
I don't. I just know him from the new KAF show. He wasn't even on the old KAF show, so back in
Right.
the day. So,
he's a
to
very
be honest,
interesting guy.
yeah. To be honest, I thought he was faking it. To be honest, for the longest time, I thought, hey, this is like an actor friend of Elisa's, and it's some
Thanks,
kind
buddy.
of a bit. I thought it was a bit, but
Yeah, I'm
now
starting
I
to think it's not that much
think
of a
it's
bit.
not
Today
bit.
is
I
a
don't
different
think today's
story.
not a bit. Yeah, it's not a bit anymore. And it's like, wow, the realization is like, okay, I really thought it was a bit. I really did for the longest time.
Well, this weekend or maybe Friday when he was messaging her like 1,000 messages in a row, I think that John even took it as far as calling the Seattle Police Department to have a wellness check
Yeah,
on him.
see, I don't. That stuff I don't like. I just leave people alone. They'll fucking figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I
I'm
don't
from
want
that.
people to call shit.
I
on
needed a
people.
couple of
Fuck.
wellness checks during my life.
Yeah.
Did
but
you really though?
publicly?
Yeah, and I got a few wellness checks too.
But
They
it sucks. It sucks because
well, not at the
they
time,
take you
but
to
like
the mental hospital, then you got to sit there overnight,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
bullshit. Fuck. Nobody wants to go through that shit.
I just hope that it is on
I don't
for everyone's behalf. I hope it is kind of like a shtick.
it was.
Yeah. See, I'm not sure. I'm still not convinced it's
know.
legit. I'm still not convinced.
I don't think it's like 100% either way.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
It's kind of like one of
It's-
those things. Like if
It's
you,
definitely crazy.
yeah, well, like Andrew Dice Clay, everybody thinks of him as his character, and I think that's what's happening to Eric. He's starting to think of himself as his
Right.
character. And like, obviously, nobody believes what he's saying, but when you start talking about, well, like, I'm going to kill them next, like, oof, you shouldn't probably say that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
today. He
not
was
good.
worse than usual. Honestly, when with the killing stuff,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was unreal.
He was.
I was a little bit dumbfounded by that. But I mean, usually he's just rambling on about wacky shit. He's never done like the killing thing before, so
I've never
It
seen
was
it.
a
I didn't
bit-
know if that was a new thing for him.
no, it's a bit disconcerting today.
I agree.
But, I don't. Whatever.
I just hope he gets better no matter what. Maybe this whole situation will help somebody help him,
Yep.
But yeah,
I'm gonna link Charmin right now. Let me see.
please
Can
do.
you-
Barry's
Let's see.
busy reporting all this to the
Fuck.
FBI.
Oh, is he?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm glad Barry likes me.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to fuck
I spoke
with
to the
Barry,
FBI about
bad-
Eric. They told me to file an IC3 and to report his threats to YouTube. I fear for Elisa. I report what Eric said in today's episode. Wow. I'd be mad too. I would take it down and cut out all the stuff that he said bad.
Yeah. Barry's
You can't blame Barry because he's probably in his heart thinking he's
I
going to
love
protect
Barry.
Elisa.
for sure. It's not coming out of malice. He's
No, it's coming
out,
from a good spot.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I used to have it, and I used to not like Barry for a while. And then I'm like, wow,
Hi.
there she is.
Well, did you get hotter from the last wrap up show to now?
Yes, I
I
did.
know, she tarted up more for Wheezy. I understand.
Oh, yay.
No, it's not right.
No, I'm just
Hair's all over
You
the
look-
place.
She looks great.
Were you
She
part of that
can't
voice
look
chat?
bad.
Oh yeah,
Was
that's
it
true.
part of
You're
what?
always pretty. The voice
She
chat
can't look
stuff.
bad.
No, I wasn't part of the voice chat. What did I miss?
I don't
I
know. I
didn't
was going
go
to
in
ask
there
you the
either.
same. I was going to ask you.
There's a
about
bunch
You
of
can check
people
in- you
in
can
voice
check in with
chat
them again.
fighting right now.
He said there's
Are
a
they
serious
fighting? What are
echo,
they
but I don't
fighting
know where it
about?
would be from.
Are we
Uh,
echoing or is it one of them? Is it me?
Is
My
it
phone
me?
up or
Hello?
something?
Yo, yo,
I don't
yo.
hear it, but
I
they
don't
said
hear an
they hear
echo.
it.
Okay, I don't
I
hear an
don't
echo with
either.
us, so it must be them. Somebody over there is echoing. So they're fighting in voice chat and Discord. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, in
Yeah,
the
but I don't
KAF
really know
Discord.
why. I mean, I know it's a
Yeah.
personal situation, but I want to know everything.
Like, what's
Okay,
going
good,
on?
Tony.
We
Who's
should
fighting?
listen
Let's.
in.
I mean,
We
can we
should
do that?
listen
Is
in.
that possible? Do you know how to make
I
that
can-
happen, Brain? Can you?
I could
Listen
play
in?
it.
Yeah, I can hear. I got it right here.
90.
Or yeah, let Supertramp.
Same thing with Def Leppard. Same thing with
Oh,
like,
Barry's
all these,
upset.
you know. Just I'm really pissed off with the manager for the band Poison because he's an fucking asshole.
Come on.
I
And
mean, can we get them on?
douchebag towards me. His name is
I already
Harry.
Any of
tried.
them?
I'm gonna
I
tell him
tried.
right now.
Apparently, he and I had
Hi, Susan.
Yeah, it's Barry
Hi,
going
Susan.
on
Hey,
about
Susan.
Love you,
Barry.
honey.
Liberal Larry, you're welcome on here too. I think you did
Yeah,
a great
Liberal
job
Larry,
today.
come on.
Yeah, that would be amazing to get Liberal Larry up here.
Yeah, I just followed him on. I just
Is
followed
that
him on
link still
Twitter, and I'm
there?
so excited after I read his Twitter. It says something about Man Up America. For months, I've been talking about finding a man to help the other men man up. Do you think Liberal Larry's it?
Yeah, he's a
I was
total
too
man.
busy with.
I
I was
don't
You're gonna
know.
help man up the men. I'm so
I don't know
excited.
about the manning up thing, but
I mean,
I like
you know
the
it.
guy.
I've got to add Liberal Larry. I was too busy screwing around with Adam Barta.
Yeah, right.
Good.
Well,
How's that going? Are you
yeah,
screwing
how's
around
it
with Adam
going with
Barta?
that?
How's that? I mean, how's
Did he send you
screwing
a
around
dick
with Adam
pic
Barta
yet?
going? Is that, you know?
Going pretty good. It's going.
Did
I'm
he send
slipping
you a
in his
dick pic
DMs
yet?
still.
Did you guys exchange dick pics?
Right? How's
yet?
that
Oh,
work?
Wait,
There's a
Fuck,
time
bro.
frame for that, right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
you can't
see,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
tomorrow.
Hi,
Fuck
here's
those
is
my
dick
dick
pics
pic.
tomorrow? Is that what happens?
Wow, really?
I never know what
Is
to
that
do.
what happens tomorrow? I mean, Monday. I don't know. Is that what
That's
happens?
We'll have
How
to
long? Hey,
see.
Supertramp, how long do you wait to send a dick pic to someone you're interested in? How long?
Is there like a
Depends.
jerk off bros
Yeah,
like
is there
time
like
frame?
I don't
is there a
know.
time frame you have to abide
I mean,
by?
this is what the club is for, right? You guys have these rules.
Yeah, the jerk bros.
Yeah, don't you guys? I mean,
Jerk
you do more.
bros.
You have all these conversations, right?
Yeah. I haven't. Well, I haven't been involved with the jerk bros for a little while. I kind of fell out of the loop. I need to
Or
get.
did they all fall? Did they break apart?
Did they disband? No, not that
Was
I'm
there
aware
was
of.
there an unjerking? Did
An
they just
unjerking?
agree to stop jerking together? What happens?
Unjerking,
What
I
kind of
love
a fight has to happen within the jerk off bros club in order to get you guys to break up?
That's a
I'm
great question.
fascinated.
That's a good
Fascinated.
question.
That is a
love
great
that.
question.
Thank you. You can count on me for those all day.
I love it.
I want an answer though.
I mean, right? Like what?
Yeah, answer the question, Supertramp. Come on, man.
Oh, the jerk bros broke up.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know.
I have too many catch-up questions to
Pretty
even
deep.
ask any at all. Apparently,
I haven't been
jerk
involved with
boys
the
were
jerk
jerks.
bros since the Dolly episode happened.
Because Dolly is not really a girl.
Look, I have a
No,
fan.
it's a dude.
Right. But like
Wow.
people
job.
were
Scorpio.
kind of.
At least I have one, huh?
I got some negative
Hey,
feedback from
Take
that.
them where you can get them.
You got
I got
some negative feedback
got
from the
some
Dolly
backlash.
situation?
I got some backlash from that, so I kind of pulled out of some communities, and that was one.
Yeah,
of them.
that was a interesting
Pulled out
situation.
of.
You know, I'm sorry I was a little.
I
harsh
was
on you,
unaware.
Supertramp, about that. I feel
Hi,
bad.
Larry.
I apologize. So.
I guess I didn't know
alright,
that
right?
something had happened.
I didn't
Do
She
either.
did.
We
fuck
need to
over a
talk
lot of
about it.
people,
Did she? What? Because I guess a bunch of people were
I
really
mean-
upset, right? Because they all thought she was a
I mean,
woman.
I'm not
Yeah.
upset. It's just whatever. Like I that would have been like the last thing in the world. I would have thought that it was a dude. Like her voice or his voice
Wait, what
is
happened?
so
it's
female.
computer generated.
I mean,
It's so obviously computer
Fuck, man.
generated.
I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no, no. Dolly really
No, her
Um,
voice sounded familiar to me.
it's a little deeper, just a little deeper, but
Picked the wrong day to stop drinking.
and I think Dolly's been doing that voice so long.
That's fine. I'll be all right.
I
I'm gonna
think
be
that
okay.
I think it was a synthesized voice. I don't think
Well, that's a possibility.
No,
I
because
don't know.
when she was at my house and she was on my microphone, they were like, "That's Dolly talking. That's Dolly talking." But she sounded a little different because her microphone is older and it's crackly.
Oh, I see.
so
So
like
it's a
masks
shitty
it?
microphone.
And it's a
I don't know.
shitty
I
microphone.
only talked to her once, maybe twice, and she sounded so fake to me.
Something
So-
was weird, but it never
She
occurred
was
to me
such
like,
a
oh, this
perfect
is a
female voice. Like
dude.
I don't know, there was something about it that was just
Yeah,
and the doll, right? Like the Barbie
yeah, it
doll
was
thing.
weird.
There was just
Yeah.
All this
for
shit
me, it was
weird.
like, okay, what's going on here? So I feel bad
Yeah.
that everybody's so upset. But how long did
Hey
did
Siri,
he
turn on
keep this
bedroom
going
light.
on before he exposed himself? Because didn't he expose himself?
Right.
Didn't
Yeah.
Dolly expose himself?
He came to me and wanted to meet me because we live near each other.
Right. You guys live.
And
near
about
each other.
like the day before we were supposed to meet, he called and said, "Hi, I just want to let you know I'm really a guy. So don't freak out when I show up at your doorstep."
Were you shocked?
And I was
Super Chat?
like,
What the? You were probably happy. It's not.
well, I said, okay. It shocked
you
the
like
shit out of me.
dudes,
And
so
so I
you were
thought there
happy,
was going to be
so-
like a 45, 50-year-old German older drag dude at my
And it's
doorstep.
not.
And it's not. No.
It's not.
It's
He's
like
a young
twink.
guy.
He's
He's like
young
a
twink.
So how long did this go on?
It's great.
So then I knew about it for like, we were trying to figure out what time I found out because I knew about it about a month and a half or so before I went and met John. Because during that time I was going to go meet John. That's when Dolly said, "Hey, I'd like to go with you so we can like meet John." And I was like, "All right, if you want to go with, that's cool." But he never made a call to John like he did to me and say, "Hey, I'm really a dude." We waited till we got to
Wow.
John's, and then about an
Wait.
hour and a half after being at John's
Oh my
is when it
god.
came
So
out.
wait.
Well, while you were
when
still
Do-
at
Oh
JB's?
shit.
Can we get Dolly on here?
So then JB
Wait.
found out about it and had told his whole family.
while he was there,
Yeah.
and
then-
nobody got
Dolly
upset.
revealed
Dolly.
himself as a dude.
No,
when she
JB
went
was
to
like,
Johnny
"That's the greatest
B's
troll
house.
ever." JB was
Greatest
like,
troll
super
ever.
excited.
Okay.
He wanted hugs. He wanted.
Okay.
He was
Is that
was
why
into
Johnny
it,
B got
right?
tits later?
Johnny B
Maybe
already had
he-
tits.
Yeah,
Johnny
he
B had tits
He
before I got there.
inspired.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
these new
Dolly-
ones are pretty
Dolly-
spectacular, but
I
They're
think
huge.
Dolly
I mean,
made him.
it's a whole piece.
Appreciate
it goes
tits and
over.
fake tits.
Yeah. And then we all kept that a secret for like a couple weeks, and then there was the big reveal party that happened.
Okay, I didn't realize there was a big
So a gender
reveal
reveal
party.
for an adult.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
all on my
She
YouTube.
untrolled them. Oh, there's a whole
Well, can we
video.
watch
There's
it?
there's a whole video.
There's
Can
video,
you
man.
do you know how to put
Yeah.
that up there? Is that possible?
It's
Yep,
Super Tramp the Mortician on YouTube. Let me
Super
see.
Tramp the Mortician. Yeah, when are you gonna do another Lego video, by the way?
Pretty soon. I've got a test next week, and then there's nothing after that for a while. So maybe Wednesday or Thursday of next week, I can bust one of these kits open.
Everything going good at the mortuary? No major problems.
Oh, we are
with the
so
stiffs
busy.
or anything?
We are
Oh, you're
so
busy. You got-
busy right now.
Why?
Like doing
COVID deaths, right?
Liberal Larry.
Larry, hi.
Larry.
Liberal Larry.
Oh,
Come back. Oh,
There you
there we
I'm
go.
back.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Did you have fun today?
I had an awesome time today. It was just
Good.
fabulous.
Nice.
I
You did
love the
fabulous. Everybody
pen.
loved you.
Love it.
Oh, I'm glad you guys had fun. It was an interesting experience.
Yeah, you were a
I've
very
never
good
had
sport.
an Eric before.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah, we
was
were
in
talking
rare
about that
form
earlier, yeah.
today.
None of us have seen him quite like that before. Well,
No.
at
What
least
are your feelings
Unfortunate.
about Trumpster Bob?
great question.
I have a feeling he's my spirit animal.
If we
Oh, I'm
can
so
get
happy to
Trumpster
hear
Bob
that.
up here right now,
Will you come back
debate
and do
with
like a
Liberal
little
Larry.
weekly battle with Trumpster Bob for us?
Yeah, it'd be great. You got to battle
Actually,
Bob.
I would
dude.
love to. I don't know if you guys like know or not, but I'm a touring stand-up comic. That's what I do.
Oh,
for a
okay.
living.
Even better.
Cool.
That's amazing.
Even
So,
better.
Like right now,
Cool.
I'm performing on a cruise ship in the Caribbean. That's where I
Oh,
am
that's
right now.
rad.
Wait, you're on.
That's cool.
Okay,
Wait,
so can you
wait.
fit us in every Sunday or whatever
a
to
cruise ship?
See,
our
that's what- I'm
time?
I'm in my
Wait,
cabin
this
on a
guy's
cruise
on a
ship.
That's
Oh,
so
it's
cool.
even better. Oh,
Hey, that's
even
pretty
better.
cool, dude.
That's a great
That's
gig,
cool.
man.
It's not.
Fuck,
It's
I
not
wanna-
a bad gig, but yeah,
I want to work
it's
on
one
a
of those
cruise
things
ship. Shit.
when she
It's awesome.
contacted me, Elisa contacted me. I'm like, yeah, I'm just sitting in my room. I would love to do this.
Yeah, that's
let's
perfect
do it.
timing. Yeah.
Can you
Wow,
pop in
how-
from different parts on the ship?
I can
That's
at
amazing,
different
dude.
times, but it depends on the Wi-Fi on these ships.
Okay,
It's
that's-
very very iffy. You know.
Yes.
Everyone's sucking
Right.
the Wi-Fi up. I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yep,
sure.
lots
I'm
of porn
sure.
on those ships, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, everyone's watching porn in their. Everyone's watching porn in their cabins. Believe me.
Right, because can they roam around the cabin, around the ship freely? I mean, is there still shows? Is there food buffets?
yeah.
What's the deal? Break it down
Yeah,
for us.
I'm the ship that I'm on right now is it's called the Odyssey of the Sea. It's the brand new Royal Caribbean ship. It just got
Oh,
it went
That-
out yesterday. Was the
Oh,
naming
dang.
service?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It's
cruise.
that
clean and
thing's-
COVID free.
Yeah,
That's like
totally.
Probably got
a
good
floating
filters.
city, basically.
Yeah.
It's a floating city, right, dude?
Yeah, some of these
And-
ships. This one isn't quite as
Yeah.
big, but some of the ones I do have 6,000 passengers.
Oh
on
my
it.
Right.
god.
What port are you pulling in and out of?
I am right now coming in. We'll be going into Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, lovely. Not too far from me.
Are there other comics with
Pick
you
her
that we
up.
would recognize?
Right?
There probably is. I mean, the week that I'm here, it's just me and another guy who's their local MC who hosts the shows in the big theater. So they
that's
change
cool.
the ships every week.
Oh,
Good.
that's cool.
How long are you going to be at sea? How long? Is, like,
I'm going home tomorrow, and
how long
then
have
I'm
you
going
been
out
there?
on tour with. I don't know if you guys know Terrence Williams.
I've heard that name.
Comic named Terrence Williams. He's actually
Okay.
Trump's favorite comedian. That's
Oh,
actually how he.
I've
Yeah.
heard Tony Hinchcliffe talk about him, the
Okay.
guy from
All right,
Kilkenny.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Terrence and I are going to be doing shows in not Fort Lauderdale, where Pensacola and Jacksonville.
Oh,
That's
I'll see you in
great.
Jacksonville. That could be fun.
And then
Are you
I'm
doing the
going back
Liberal
to-
Larry thing?
No, Liberal Larry is just he's my video
Oh.
guy.
So-
Larry was
so
on Twitter,
this is
and
not
I had
your
over
stand-up,
100,000
then.
followers, and Twitter
Oh.
killed him
Oh
because they
no.
found out Larry was really Steve McGrew and accused me of Twitter manipulation.
Oh, that's silly.
Oh,
So
what
you
the heck?
don't do this on stage then? Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, this is totally one of my video characters. I have like 8
Okay.
different ones that I do. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see like all these different
So-
characters. I do.
So is your stand-up routine way different than your video persona?
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Oh,
I,
what can you
Yeah, I do
Well,
mostly observational humor, but
observational? Okay.
but I try to
Very
keep
sweet.
politics out of my
I like
stand-up
that.
because
I
I don't
like
want to
that.
divide half the crowd. But
That's
You're
really
like
smart.
George Carlin, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't mind being totally
Jerry
opinionated
Seinfeld.
in real life.
Right. You have
Right.
to be careful when you're trying to do a career. You cannot please everybody.
Yeah.
You got to just be
Correct.
careful.
Correct. You do the best you
Politics,
can.
with politics, at least.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
everyone
no
it's
politics.
weird because my stand-up, well, people come out and go, oh, you know, I thought you were going to be this because they know me from either Twitter or YouTube. And then they'll come see me and go, "Oh, you're not an asshole."
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yes,
you
I
fooled
am.
some
I'm
couple
just in
people
different,
today.
you know.
I think some people thought you were like serious the entire time, and they were like, "Wait a minute, what's going on?"
Well, that's one of my favorite things, especially on my Larry channel on Facebook. I have my whole page and it's dedicated strictly to Larry videos, Larry posts. And the fun part that why they like to follow that is that everybody thinks it's real. People over there so people that follow the page think it's awesome. Like they'll write to me, you fish on, you caught another one. Because they'll be like, it's men like you that are destroying this country.
That's amazing. So you have a lot of fans of you that don't have any idea who you are. Like they're the fan of probably the opposite in some senses, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my manager told me, he said that he thinks I made a mistake, that I didn't tie all of them together, even though I do on my YouTube page, but they're so divided in other places that he goes, you're not getting credit for, the 100,000 people that like Liberal Larry.
Right. It's a good point.
Yeah.
There's that rapper, his name's Mac Lethal. He's not a very well-known rapper, but he had a Twitter account where it was a fake thing. And he was saying the same thing because he had millions of people following him on that Twitter account. Everybody thought it was real, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like just like a little satire thing. And he's like, man, if I could just harness those people to buy my music, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a country singer that's done that too. A guy named Granger Smith created an alter ego, and the alter ego has blown up bigger than the actual
ego
country singer. I can't remember the alter ego's name, but
is it that one guy who's just super nasty country guy? Like he's just really
that's Wheeler Walker Jr.
That's who I'm thinking of. Yeah. That guy's hilarious.
So who's bigger, Liberal Larry or your stand-up persona? Which one is more popular, would you say?
Good question.
Ooh, well, it really depends on the audience itself, because I've got quite a few followers on, like I said, on Twitter and YouTube. My YouTube, I've done videos that got up to 10 million views as myself. So,
that's good.
It really depends.
I take that.
Again, like my manager said, you didn't blend them. You could have gotten everybody together.
Right. It's real tough, though.
Well, it's never too late. You can always find a way to integrate all of your multiple personalities.
Well, it's kind of exactly what I was thinking when she asked me to come on the show, because I, as you saw, I linked this to my Remasculate page on Twitter. So I tied the two together.
That's
just
great.
Follow me on all of your pages, please.
Okay.
I'll follow you on all of your pages as well. When will you be in Jacksonville?
I wish it's coming up. I wish I had. I saw you that I followed you back on Twitter.
Yes.
So I'll send you the info.
Good.
You can come on here as some of your other characters as well, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's one of my favorite that I do is another guy named he's Tucker the Trucker, which is he's Liberal Larry's cousin, who's basically a fuck that guy.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I
good.
use Tucker the Trucker to say all the things that I wish I could say in real life that you're like, no, I couldn't get away with that. But he can't.
That's what's great about comedy.
You ought to be able to come up with tons of Charmin political jokes. All the toilet paper jokes.
Did you know
I have
that
a ton of them. I can't wait
president?
for you to come.
Charmin ran for president.
Charmin legitimately ran for president.
That's how I landed my gig here.
I saw that you were going against Trump, though.
Yeah, I'm a Democrat. Absolutely. You got to check out my book. My book's spectacular. You'll love it.
Yeah, plug your book for a change.
Right?
Jeez,
my book, Taming the.
Come on.
Yeah, plug your book.
You should plug your book. You know, I don't know if you guys know or heard of Tina 40.
Plug away.
I don't know who Tina 40 is.
Tina 40 is a YouTuber that decided to run for Senate in New York, and she got a ton of followers with her actual campaign. I mean,
that's great.
Her campaign got her more attention, and now she's kind of even blown up even bigger. Just for saying, I'm running.
Yeah, they start feeding each other too. Then you got people from both sides of your life that are like meeting in the middle.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But the book is called Taming the Titta, and you should follow me on that Twitter page as well. It's a fictional life story about politics, religion, and a reality TV show called Who Wants to Be President? And it finds and gives us a candidate of the people from a reality show who goes on to beat Hillary Clinton in 2016. The book spans 40 years. A lot of people like to scream prophecy. It was like a channeled message. The bulk of it was written in 2 weeks. And we're about 6 years in. I guarantee you want to read what I wrote about 2024. And it inspired my run for president, absolutely, because I really felt like I wanted to take my dream back. My number one issue was the death penalty for pedophiles. The people that I hired to do my marketing for my campaign ended up being heavily involved with QAnon. And I felt like a bunch of my stuff got sucked up and put into their machine and spewed out. And I've been on a mission to kind of clean up my mess. A couple of weeks ago, my campaign manager came on and we battled it out, and some documents were dropped in the Discord chat. Please be sure to join the Discord
Oh, we have a
chat.
villain.
We do absolutely
Villain.
have a villain for sure. That
Corey.
one's a villain.
There we
It is. I have a very unique and interesting story. Please come follow along. Make all the Charmin toilet paper jokes. I can handle
Where
it.
do we buy the book though? You got to tell us
It is
where to
available
buy.
anywhere
Where
books
do
are
we go to
sold.
buy it?
You
Anywhere
can
books
find
are
it on
sold.
Amazon. You
See?
can find it
Amazon.
at Walmart or
All right.
Target
See?
online.
Really?
Anywhere
Wow.
online books are
That's awesome.
sold. Taming the Tida, TIDA.
Corey, do you have her book?
Right? You
Everyone order.
No,
I'm
you
gonna
don't
order
have
it
to
right
read
now.
books to buy the
No,
book
it's
and support
basically
the
in the
book.
clearance section where it says
I'm
$2
gonna
or
order it
$1.
right now,
It's in
and
the
I'm
clearance
ordering
section, like
it.
$2 or something.
Yeah.
Those
Sherman,
are the books
I
you use to level
I'm
your
gonna
chairs.
order it
But
right
I
now.
want to say I'm
Everything.
after being a fan, it's very much of a privilege to meet you, Liberal Larry, after all this time. And I wore this shirt not just for Charmin, but for you.
Yeah!
Hillary.
Yeah.
See, Liberal Larry's probably a
What can I say?
conservative, honestly.
Yeah, he's
Probably in
super
real life,
He's probably
right?
I would
Trumpster
say.
Bob.
You're
Most
gonna
likely
love.
is
You're gonna love
a
Corey.
Trump
Corey's
fan, most likely.
Corey's amazing.
Yeah. Corey.
Yeah, Corey's got a lot of fans. He's got his own little Coreytarians.
I love how he's
Corey
such a
Terry.
broad-
The Wolf Pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
How come you're on the show
That
anymore?
was fun today, except I haven't never been there. I wasn't sure for how to take Eric. I know you
Nobody
guys were all
was.
being kind of
He's
cool,
a nutcase,
and then I
man.
started reading like, oh, he's really bad today. Something's
No,
off.
I've never
he's
seen him like
today.
that.
I've never
today?
seen him quite like
I
that
used to
today.
think he was
I've seen him
acting
bad,
with
but not
some-
that bad.
He's had several different Eric moments, right? We had the Mafia
Yeah.
meltdown
Yeah.
in March when I first got here, and there's been a couple of different things that Eric has done. He's a unique individual. I wouldn't meet him. He thinks I'm a witch and wants to light me on fire.
Well, I wouldn't meet him either then. Yeah, I don't think I'd meet him.
I'd be scared to meet him. I
No.
would never meet him. Are you
I would meet him.
No.
Corey would meet
I'm
him.
sure you would. Maybe
Corey's
we'll get lucky and he'll
attractive
light
to
you
him,
on fire.
I'd meet him.
Well, he kind of like makes you scared to go. Maybe I shouldn't even talk to people. He really seriously might come out of the shadows.
Well, according to him, he's killed half the nation today.
See what I mean?
Last
Yeah.
week. Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
spoke
and
to-
the comments about people coming to rape Elisa really unnerved me.
They don't sit well.
I
Yeah,
didn't like any of it today. I was not a fan of it. Like Corey and I, or Eric and I have had this conversation before. His comments go over the line and they need to stop. Like, no, I've told him no more threatening to slash people with swords. Like, we've had this conversation before, but he's in a bad place this week. This week
Well,
was
he
rough.
threatened death on people today. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
fine.
worst I've ever.
That's
that's the kind of stuff that'll get you strikes on all.
And-
of your
and
I think
not
that's why they
surprised.
cut the video right away.
I hope they edit all that shit out.
I admit, Lisa and I were not on the coolest terms. I don't have the highest respect for her, but I do not wish ill will on her. And what that
It's
happened,
not. Yeah.
you should just cut Eric altogether. Just done.
I agree with
Yeah,
you,
I would
Corey.
agree
I
with
completely
that.
agree with you. When we
Corey on
first
that.
started this, we were talking
I say
about that.
cut Eric 100%. Absolutely.
Because it's a
I agree with
slippery
Corey.
slope. If he starts to get this complex where he thinks, okay, now I'm kind of famous too, and people are listening to me, it's just going to start echo chamber in his head where
I
he
think
thinks that he's more
if she
important.
keeps that going, she's not just going to get strikes and mark and maybe banned, but the authorities are going to start coming now.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, if somebody's watching
not
this
wrong.
and thinks, they're as nutty as he is,
Or nuttier.
why not? I'll take the attention that he's begging for.
Right. It does bring like a magnet to, oh, well, she'll deal with this kind of crazy. Well, she's not seeing
Mhm.
anything yet, that kind of thing.
And she wants to make it an open space for everybody, no matter what.
Which
Which is the
So
great,
there
is limitations to
there
that.
is limitations, and she has to find her own boundary there. And what I have
Right.
seen with Elisa consistently since I have been here is that the harder you push her, the
The
more she'll
more she-
like him,
Yeah.
right? And it's a lot like every
You'd think
other
she'd love
American, right?
Corey
If
in
you
that
tell
case.
them not to do
Absolutely.
something, they're going to run right out and do it, right?
Yeah.
So the more you tell her don't, the more she's going to want it. So you have to be very careful with how you express
Charmin is
your opinion
correct.
to her, right? Because you can drive them closer together and end up giving him the exact opposite thing of what you want. So I would tread lightly. I'm concerned about Eric. I don't think Eric's going to be going away. I want to make sure that we handle him properly and we get him whatever help he needs, because I do feel like he needs some help. I do feel like that it could be a very dangerous situation very quickly. It is my understanding he is diagnosed with schizophrenia, and a lot of people are making comments about him being off his medication, and that's a dangerous combination, and it's really
Especially
an
if he
important.
sees those messages and takes it, gets pissed about it, like
Right.
really decides like, fuck
Well,
you, I'm off my meds,
Well, and we have people in this community who a lot of I think everybody here has some sort of diagnosed mental health issue. So there are people here who are very aware of trigger
me.
behavior, and they know exactly who to call to get you what they think you need.
Okay,
So
Charmin,
I'm confident that Eric's going to get all the help he needs.
Charmin, can you actually help a serial killer in the making? Because he seems like a serial killer. It's in the beginning. It's just I don't know.
So what I do know about
Definitely like similar behavior that you hear about. For sure.
what I do know about schizophrenia is that it is more common in men than it is in women, and that it tends to develop and present itself in the late teens to early 20s. It's often associated with a psychotic break. It is normally violent and very dangerous. It is very scary. So after the first one, they're usually not as bad. But I don't know how old he is. I don't know what his real situation is. I don't know what his tendencies are. He makes me nervous, and he has since I got here.
Explain to me, Charmin. How about basically every relationship I've had, and I've had a lot of them, they've basically been all psycho chicks.
I think I can say the same thing about psycho guys. I think everybody's a little crazy, and you either bring it out in somebody or you make it better.
Crazy, but they're psycho.
But then they're attracted to you. If you say you don't like it, they just naturally gravitate to you. You have to be careful what you tell.
You might bring out the psycho in some people that might not otherwise be psycho. I've done that. Right. I could really get under people to the point of like I push them to their breaking point, not on purpose.
No. Like I have made more than one man want to kill me. Like I make men crazy. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know what it did to make them go absolutely nuts. But I have seen them throw themselves on the ground, kicking and screaming. They chase me. They hide. They wait at my house. It's all.
And that was just Chase last night. I'm just.
I know. Like thank God he's in California. He's so far away. He's not showing up on my doorstep anytime
we're just
soon.
kidding. I was totally kidding.
I mean, like it is a real thing. You either bring out the best in somebody or you bring out the worst in somebody. And this definitely seems like the worst is being brought out in Eric, and that concerns me.
It seems all sudden too. Like he wasn't like this for a while, and then all of a sudden, boom! Like he wasn't even that
worse. He's getting worse.
It's a cycle.
Yeah, you're right.
Did you guys hear that?
No.
Is that just me? What the hell is that?
That's the Lord.
I know, calling me directly, reminding me to behave myself. What was that?
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Are you talking about
what was that?
My bird chirping in the background?
Maybe Charmin's got.
No, it was like a ringing, like a weird, like somebody, like a phone. I don't know. It was some weird.
I just gave my bird fresh food. I just cleaned his cage and everything, and so he's
no, it wasn't.
No, that's
happily. He's doing his happy chirps right now.
That's the government tapping in, listening to hear what's going
NSA.
on.
No. It's definitely like I had something else weird happen on my computer earlier today, and I was like, damn it, I thought this device was safe.
Is it because you ran for president?
None of it is safe.
My campaign manager, the anonymous woman, I think she.
I think we need Charmin and Larry run for president for next election.
Yeah.
Jeez, they might have a chance.
Larry actually,
Yeah.
he didn't do it seriously, but he put out a bunch of stuff and a post.
I remember that.
Larry
Did you
in
see that? Yeah, during
2020.
the Trump era when I was
Yeah.
watching something earlier, and I was watching it. It was like awesome stuff. Yeah. And then what was that one? I forget. I had to take a look. But you were in the yard and stuff with the sign, and were you like going just?
Well, that's
And I think your
was,
wife was filming it.
Well, yeah, it was. I was stealing Trump signs out of the
That's what it was.
neighborhood.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
And a friend of mine, one of the big memers that does stuff for Trump, he took my video and he electrified the Trump signs, and he goes, go shoot one where you touch it and then jump back and fall
I've
on the
seen
ground,
that.
and I'll
I've
make you
seen that.
electrocuted and smoke. That
That
might
was
have been the
yeah.
one that.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know that was you. That's
That's
funny.
funny. That's
Yeah,
funny.
I bet you got like equal love and hate for all those little skits.
Oh yeah.
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 I love his videos of Liberal Larry and stuff after Trump won, and
Oh, yeah.
The crying, yeah. That was the video that got me the most exposure. It got me on Fox News.
I remember that.
Larry, Larry
great.
crying when Trump won. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were crying when Trump won, so it wasn't far off.
I was shocked. Like I was really, really surprised.
Yeah.
But everything
Trumpster
happens
Bob
the way
wouldn't
it's
be a
meant to.
Trumpster Bob if we didn't have Trump. I mean, what would he be
Yeah.
called?
God, that guy.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
Who
he was
knows
on
how
one
differently
today.
it could have gone.
His beard scares me.
His beard scares me too. It's better now that some of the color has washed out because it was
He was
too
brown.
toned. It was like I don't know, it was like a pavement. It was
It's
like,
like
black
dark
and gray,
brown,
like
yeah.
sidewalk, and it was really I'm glad it's
Well,
gone.
he'd been using Just for Bob.
Just for
Just
Bob,
for
that's what it
Bob.
was.
I still want to watch
He said
that
he's
fight,
gonna
but I
dye
can't
it
do
red,
it.
white, and blue. I thought it was gonna happen by now.
Oh, you want to see the fight?
Yeah, I
probably
can't.
find
Oh,
it.
I can't put it up because every time I try to share my screen, my computer.
Can you put the link to it in private chat and then I'll pull it up?
Yeah.
There
let me
you go.
find
He
it
knows how to
again.
handle that.
Yeah. Because that's funny. That's kind of my introduction to Bob is those kind of videos. Just him fighting.
Him with the fight with Mark Connors.
Yeah.
Mark gets mad every
God.
time someone says his name.
I still say that was a setup. I
It
still say it's a
was.
setup.
Mark
I've
drove
talked to
down
Mark.
there
I
and
talked to
set it up
Mark, and he
himself.
swears it's not. I've
Yeah,
talked to
well.
people, they swear. I've talked to Mark on the phone, which I don't associate with him much really.
Anymore?
But he swears. I'm just like, come on, look at it. You can see the pinpoints. It was a
There's
setup.
that video.
It was all staged.
All right.
Is it really really that fake? Oh man. They have
I
me
mean, it
going.
wasn't fake. Bob's response was real. You know, Bob handled
But
it
you can see it was
when
cold. I mean, you
when
can see
Mark-
that. But he telegraphed so much; it was unbelievable. You could see it was.
That's
cold.
true too. That's what I said when I first saw it. You
I
can
mean,
see
because
that coming from
the way he
space away.
stepped up to him and stuff, you could tell how telegraphed it is, and then what
Right.
he's doing, and you could see exactly what's.
I'm not going to dissect the fight. Like,
Was this?
You know, it-
Well, let's see. I've started martial arts and Jeet Kune Do and stuff, so you know the difference between
Jeet
telegraphing
Kune Do.
you
and
can
What's that?
explain the mind game that
What's
Jeet Kune Do?
Mark
Do?
does.
That's a-
Aikido,
Jeet Kune Do.
Corey
you can
invented
explain
a
that in a
new-
minute.
A new
but Jeet
martial
Kune Do, but the
arts,
Bruce Lee method.
Jeet Kune Do.
Look at that beard. It's so brown.
Yeah, see how dark it was?
Obviously staged.
What do you mean
Thank you.
staged? I
This
think
is
Bob's
fake.
response is authentic.
No,
That's
I don't
Bob.
think so.
That skinny guy's
That's Bob.
Bob.
Yeah.
Skinny by his Bob. Yeah.
Red shirt is Bob. Red shirt is Bob.
I think it's staged, honestly.
It is staged.
Yeah,
I don't
agree.
think
Yeah,
Bob.
no,
I
I
haven't
mean,
even seen the court.
I don't
I
think
agree with
Bob knew
Corey
Mark
on
was
this
showing
one.
up.
Okay, pause it.
I don't
pause
agree
it for a
with
moment.
Corey a lot.
Pause it.
but
Pause
I
it there
agree
for a
it's
moment.
Staged. That's staged.
The guy's playing guitar.
Fucking
Put the guitar up, man. You ever been near a fight? Come on now.
whatever. I'm just glad Bob won. That's it.
I'm glad Bob
Even if it's
was
staged,
hurt. He had just
at least
gotten out
he
of the
decked.
hospital.
Fuck with him. Who's the other people in the video? Who are they?
Bystanders at the casino thing where Bob lives.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
what I've never been
It's
explained. to.
innocent bystanders.
What do you need to understand
Yeah.
about
That,
that?
How does he
that
live in
punch
a
looked pretty real.
casino? How does he live in a
He
casino?
rents
I
a
don't
room
understand.
in a
Yeah.
hotel type casino establishment where they do events.
It's
And
a,
he
it's a
just like
casino.
rents a room. He
Casino
works
broken
there as
down. It's no
well.
longer in use. He rents a room there. But you can
Either
tell it's
way, I'm
staged
glad-
because all the cameras and the people are all set
glad
up. It's all
Bob-
set up perfectly.
Bob
But then when Bob looks, notice how Bob goes like this. Make sure, okay, I got to make sure I land you just right. That's why Bob
No,
goes
he's
like
checking
this.
to see if
And
he's
then when
got
he goes
any
like this,
guns
then he throws
or
with the
knife.
left, then the right.
So you've
So
been
you can
hanging
tell
out
it's
with
all
Mark
staged and
and you think it was
choreographed.
staged.
It's all staged and
Well,
choreographed. Why do you think
Corey's
Bob
friends
goes
with Mark,
like this?
that's for
Bob
sure.
goes to the left first,
He doesn't
then
have
the
anything
right
on him.
to make sure I'm going to land you just right. But then when he goes left
No.
and right, to
So
make
you
sure
think
he
Bob
goes
and
to
Mark
left, then the
worked
right.
it out, choreographed it, and
No, it's all worked out and
executed it?
choreographed. It's all staged.
So you think the kumbaya coming to
Oh,
Jesus
that was all.
moment in the
yeah,
garage
that
was staged
they had
too?
They had that set up. But why do you think they went off cam? Oh, we got to go up cam to moon, and we get on cam. We have hands.
I don't know. All I've seen is the clip of him punching it. That's like further than I've seen beforehand. Like I've never even
Right,
seen that
me
much of
too.
the
So,
video.
so do you feel like the whole Mark Connors Bob thing was set up and they were brought here just for drama? Do you feel like it's been planned for a long time?
I think it's obvious.
Mm.
Inside
When do you-
job.
News?
Inside job.
Hmm.
Larry, do you know anything about any of this?
No, but it was fun
No.
to watch.
Yeah.
It goes so deep, man. Like I've only
you-
been around for a couple months and I still have no idea. Like
So-
it's,
so
I've
we
scratched
think-
the surface.
we
That's
think
it.
Bob was brought here as a setup with Mark. But Elisa got Bob from Drunken Peasants. Do we not think
Oh,
that's
so
authentic?
See, Charmin.
That was authentic.
Yeah, we got to question. And Charmin, you're afraid to question stuff. So let's question this.
Let's question this. How do we think Bob came about? How do we think Mark Connors came about?
Elisa met Bob on Drunken Peasants. They did like a dating game on Drunken Peasants where Elisa would date Bob, that kind of
Oh
thing.
my God, really?
Okay, so wait a second.
Yeah,
okay, so
no
I
joke.
need to understand
That
Drunken
is
Peasants a little
real.
bit more. Did Drunken Peasants tell Elisa and Bob they were going to meet beforehand, or was this authentic and spontaneous as well? Was this, or was that set up?
I think it was a
So good.
spontaneous setup.
You think it was a spontaneous setup? You think Bob
Yeah.
and Elisa didn't know about each other until Drunken Peasants dating game?
Elisa definitely did not know about Bob 100%. Elisa went on the show. They did like this dating game where Bob was supposed to like woo Elisa, and she took a liking to him from that point on for whatever reason.
I want to see that.
I
Yeah.
do
Me
too.
too.
Chase, tell us you know where that link is. We want to see that.
I watched it live. I mean, it was pretty funny. She took a liking to him pretty much instantly. Took a liking to him.
Wow, I had no
fun to
idea.
watch. Yeah, it was fun
Okay,
to
so she had
watch.
already
It was a
started Kermit
dating
and
game.
Friends,
Yeah,
and then she
Already
landed.
right.
She'd already because
That's so
you knew Kermit and Friends 6 years ago when it
Long
originally started
time
up. You're an
ago.
original
Spreecast, yeah.
Kermitarian.
Corey,
was
you
a
were
long
around back
time
then
ago.
too?
I was
Corey
one of the
was too.
original ones on
Yes,
Spreecast.
Corey,
you two
I
are
remember you
original.
from when I first started because I first started when it was first, or no, I started watching first when Howard mentioned it, right? And you're one of the few people that I remember seeing it when I would check in on it every once in a while.
Me?
Yeah, like videos.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's been more than 6 years. Been pace, I think, going on 7, 8 years.
Wow.
But on Spreecast and stuff, and I didn't even know.
That's what I remember.
I was
Spreecast.
getting off of different sites like Battle Cam and the rest of the stuff, and I was on Vaughn, and then someone told me about this Elisa. So I checked it out on Spreecast. Like, oh, she's kind of cute and stuff, and that's when I found out how it's going, where it is now today, basically. But
Wow.
that she worked for Howard Stern as a writer and stuff, I didn't know nothing about.
See, I knew way about all of that before I even heard about the show. Like I knew of Benji and Elisa for so long, and then
I didn't know nothing about that.
and then Howard talked about the show one day, and I checked it out, and it was like it was like a train wreck. I could not keep my eyes off of it. But then changed, like something happened, like changed sites or something, and I
This
lost it.
current incarnation of it, I think, is really good.
Me too.
It's the best work she's done ever, I think, as far as broadcasting.
It used to be on
You know,
like every night,
it's-
right?
Yeah, she used to be on every night. That's
On
obviously
Street
too
Talk.
much.
That's
And,
hard.
Yeah,
That's too much.
Yeah, that's
that's
way
way
too
too much. And she used to
Yeah.
be on like 4 or 5 hours a day every day.
It's too much.
It's
much. Yeah, she's
too
got it
much.
down
And
now, I
You,
think.
you got
what
to
she's
make
doing
people want
now
more.
is-
Yeah.
Corey, do you
It's-
watch
it's
still? Obviously, you
perfect.
watch.
Perfect.
I
what
don't
she's
watch
doing
it
now.
fully. I just basically kind of way it goes through, and I kind of skim through it.
Yeah.
No, Corey's there the whole time. Come on, dude.
It's
All right,
hard
Brian,
to do
you
one
got
of these
me.
things on a regular basis.
Caught
You
you.
know, you got to give a
Consistency is so rough.
consistency
Yeah.
is needed,
got
but
me
it's so
today.
hard to do.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
The
agree
only
with
thing
you.
I'm okay because you got Larry on there and stuff, and it's like I'm a big fan of stuff. Let's see where it goes.
Right.
And I did mention last night on my cast, like she has Larry on. I might break my silence, and my promise
There you
I'll
go.
never
See?
go on there again. Actually, cast up, and I'm just like I can't.
Never say never.
I can't. I cannot
Right.
give myself.
Soon
into-
as you say
Hold on,
never,
I'm gonna
it's
get-
I'm
guaranteed
just
it's
gonna
gonna
see how this
happen.
rolls out. See
Hold on
how
real
it
quick.
plays,
Yep.
I'm gonna remove
see
myself,
how it
but we
plays
have a
and stuff.
special
It's like,
guest.
what type of man of a word am I if I
Wait,
give in?
I'll remove myself.
I'll give myself
Oh.
into this crap.
Wait,
Bob.
I'll
Come
remove
up,
myself.
come up,
Sorry.
Bob.
Sorry, we can't let.
But
Lizzie
you know,
do
maybe
that.
if this goes well, and Larry's there and stuff, maybe my heart will soften. We'll see.
Oh, maybe.
Where'd Brain go?
I knew you
Brian,
was
you
a
can come
freaking
up, dude.
Fruit Loop, and you just proved it.
Who?
What?
Me?
No, look, this little fruitcake Corky over here. He is a big fan of liberal faggot Larry's, which
I
proves
am.
without a shadow
Wow.
of a doubt
You
that
gotta
you
be-
were gay because no straight man can be a fan of that fucking faggot over there.
Wow.
Well,
Wow,
you
dude.
would
Wow.
love
Only a
me if you could
queer
rub that
could love
beard
a
all over
fucking
my
queer
ass
like
cheeks.
that, okay? So Corey, you can never again claim to be straight. That fucking straight card has been revoked.
Oh, no, I
Says the guy that wants to see a bottle in an asshole.
don't know.
Ooh.
I'd still.
All right,
suck
I
face
challenge
and make-
anybody
I-
here right now. Let's
Okay,
take the trusted
okay,
by
Bob,
bottle
Bob,
challenge. I know
Bob.
those three can't win. Well,
Bob,
no,
okay,
four over there can't win. That just leaves you, Wheezy, because Corey can't. He can't pass a butthole challenge. His
Don't want
butthole must be blowed out from here to
I don't
fucking-
want to pass the
Oh,
butthole
God.
challenge.
challenge.
We know you can't.
Oh, that's great. Bob, we missed you.
Whose buttholes blow it out more, Bob? Mine or Corey's?
At this point, I still got to give that to you.
I don't.
Wow.
Like, Charmin and I, we're kind of back and forth, but I still wouldn't mind making sucky face with her.
She's beautiful.
I'm sorry, I'm
I'm a
occupied.
I
woman.
don't make sucky
Now,
face.
Corey,
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm
I wish
unavailable.
Chase would come back up.
How
I would be
long
perfectly
can you
happy.
suck a dick? And what's the longest you ever sucked a dick for, Corey? Because I know you got Sherman over here beat.
I don't know. I what do you ask?
No, you can't. Yeah, you
I,
can't. You
are
ain't
you
never
you're
sucked a dick
talking
in
about a
dick for.
banana? Okay, now if in that case, I prefer a frozen banana.
You prefer them
Now
to
we
be
know he
cold?
like dicks the size of Polanco's, which is fairly long. I mean, I've seen them around 12, 13.
Yeah, the frozen
inches.
bananas, they have to be green though, not brown. They have to be ripe and green. I mean, it's like
Okay, there you go, liberal
Yeah,
Larry.
You spent a lot of time
If you
thinking
dye
about this,
your
I can
dick
tell.
like lime green, Corey will
There is
suck it for
nothing
you.
better than that chocolate dipped banana. Though.
oh, I love that chocolate. I love the
Corey said he loves a chocolate dip banana.
I
I
love
can't
Oh,
believe
yeah,
we have
from the
both
Dairy
of the
Queen. Oh,
COOs
yeah.
on here.
Mm-hmm.
Both
Mm.
COOs on the same
Dairy
time.
Queen.
You took
Wait a
you
minute.
took Bob's job,
Dairy Queen.
Larry.
Yeah, did you know you'd already been given a job?
Yeah, you have a job,
So
Bob's job now, and he's still
You
cool
have to
with
come
you.
back every week. You wouldn't want to get fired.
Yeah,
Can't
I've
get
got,
Bob got
I've got to
fired.
come back just to keep this kind of hate. Off
Oh,
my
yeah.
chest.
Hey, what's that?
Preposterous.
Larry
I
eats
can't
at Dairy
believe I'm
Queen,
so
so
triggered
that
by
means
this
he is
man.
not living in California.
There's Dairy Queens in California.
Oh, they got Dairy Queens in California now.
Yeah, for sure.
There's probably Dairy Queen right by you, Bob.
Oh, we
All
got
the
a
way
Dairy
down
Queen by
there.
me. I live
There's
in
definitely
California.
not a Dairy King by Bob. I know
No,
that.
for
No,
sure.
it's
For
Dairy
sure not.
Queen.
No, you won't find me at no Dairy Queen or fucking any other kind of King bullshit.
So, Bob, what would you have if you had Dairy King and Burger King merged together?
Dairy Queen or what?
And Burger King merged together.
I'd burn that motherfucker to the ground.
Wow, what are you eating?
Hey, what are you opposed to with
Why are
that?
you so violent, man?
Are you
He's
talking
got-
about Burger King that's
watch-
owned by a fucking Brazilian communist globalist
Oh,
faggot?
they're in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Watching
did you
watching
know-
Bob
No,
eat
no, no,
beans in his
Calvin.
trailer is so exciting.
Trailer.
Bob's a McDonald's guy. not a
Don't make
Burger
Bob
King
do
guy.
a tour. Bob's gonna do a house tour.
Yeah,
of his
please do a
mansion.
tour of the casino.
Oh my
Of his
God!
We
mansion.
want to
There's
see
nothing
What
to
he's
we
do.
done
want to
with
see the
that
staircase
trailer.
again.
Oh
We
my
like the
God!
round
Pimp,
staircase.
pimp my trailer.
Oh, you hear that?
Bob,
He's
are you
pointing
eating a
at me.
banana?
Please say yes.
No, I'm not eating a banana, but I know you want me to.
I don't know. You notice Bob? He's a rodent.
That's why they call him rodent.
Is
'Cause
that one of
somebody
the
calls
reasons
him
why they
rodent.
call him rodent?
Whenever
Yeah,
I
he's a
do go to
rodent.
eat a banana, though, Corey,
Yeah, the chocolate dip
I'm
banana.
gonna be sure to peel it and
Chocolate
suck on
dip
it.
banana.
Chocolate dip
Hey,
banana.
Bob, it has to be a chocolate dip banana. Got it?
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
want
give
to
that
see you
banana
take a
so much
chocolate
lip
dip
and tongue.
banana
I'm gonna
in the
have you and
butthole.
Liberal Larry jerking off.
Oh,
Oh, it has to be about oh.
That's the new
Supertramps probably
challenge.
seen me do that in the past. I have done that in the past, taking a banana and pretended it was a cock and sucked the fuck out
So
of it.
you have Bob. Okay,
Man.
Bob.
Really,
Okay,
Bob?
Bob is coming out.
Yeah, I've done
Bob's the
that.
kind of straight guy that'd say, "Man, if I was gay, I'd suck the best dick in the world."
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because he hasn't spent any time thinking about that.
Bob, you're great. We love you.
We
I'm glad you're
love
back
you,
on the show.
Bob.
Bob reminds me of those cowboys that when you're in a country bar and you bump into them, they go, "Hey, faggot, watch that! You suck my dick."
Right.
You're like, "Wait a minute, who's what? You're calling me what?"
Look, the week that HUD, Isaacson, and Kleenex battled on screen,
I
like
missed it.
somebody has got to talk to HUD about his insults. Like I felt
didn't see it.
assaulted. It was
Really?
really like, are these really? This is really how straight guys fight? What the hell are they saying to each other?
Man, Corey's gotten all kinds of people mentioning him in the chat.
I'm
he's,
popular, man. What can I say?
he's a polarizing character.
I'm gonna start up Trust the Bob Butthole challenges on these page sites, and I'm gonna start out with $100 to the winner, right? So we got to get all these guys willing to, actually go get a douche and shove a good solid portion of that hot sauce up their keister and hot peppers and all that shit, man. And see who can win.
Are you going to do it first so everybody knows it can be done?
Oh, I ain't never doing that shit. Hell no.
Come
Like
on,
you
that's
said.
how they do it on the game
I mean,
show.
I
They
feel
show you how
like-
to putt. They putt. Let me show you how to do it, and then now you try.
Well, I feel like since you did the butthole challenge this week on
That's amazing, by the way.
show, you
Amazing.
should do your hot sauce challenge now.
Yeah,
I'll
do the
tell you
hot
what
sauce
I
now.
do. Well, I couldn't. I don't know how. I couldn't fit that up my keister though. That's the problem. So I'll tell you what I'll do is maybe I could find something really small and to try to do it with, but or maybe like the winner of the contest, I'll take them on. How about that?
Oh, I mean, is it going to involve hot sauce, Bob? Are you doing the hot sauce
Corey,
challenge
you're
or not?
muted.
Yeah, hot sauce and ghost peppers and
I
all
can't hear
those.
Corey.
Yeah, the hot butthole challenge.
You know how
Is that
some
what
of
it
these parents are punishing their daughters, right? With getting them to stick giant jalapenos up their cuts for an hour.
I don't think they do
No, I
that.
had not heard that. I had not heard that anywhere. Is that something they're doing in South Texas?
No, some chick that moved here from New Hampshire with her family, she did it to her daughter, and now she's in fucking prison for sexual abuse of her minor.
Barbarino. Can you call 911 on that one?
Would you?
Oh, what?
No,
Yeah, would you
please do
call
not
911?
encourage him to call 911. For the love of all that is holy, Corey, what is wrong with you?
Corey,
Stop! Do not
Corey,
encourage him to call
Corey,
911.
Corey, I'm fixing to sue this fucking city over that because I never dialed 911 that day.
Well, we're not going to go into that right now.
No,
but
let's not. Do not.
Yeah, Larry, are you okay with all
There.
this? Larry's like, what have I got myself
Stop.
into?
Well, hot sauce Bob over here has got me worked up.
Watch you guys become best friends. That's what I predict.
Right,
I
this
was wondering,
a lot of
maybe
fun.
I
We
can't
need
do
some
this challenge,
comedians on the
but I
show.
would like to see some giant, what do you call them things? Carolina
Jalapenos.
Reapers stuck up her ass to see which guy could jack off the fastest.
Wow.
His ass after 15 minutes.
Do you think that's
Wow.
going to help them jack off? Is that why the jerk
I
off
don't
bros?
know, but
broke up?
I should start looking for sponsors after I start this up, right? I mean, we could have something.
Yeah.
here, like a contest
Bob, have
every
you ever
month, but
thought
we
I mean,
don't
it's
about
the internet.
do anything.
Anything's possible.
Bob, have you ever thought about going to cheap ass gay porn?
No, I could never do that kind of activity because I'm straight, but I could produce it. I could turn
You
Corey
could just
into a
watch
fucking
it.
porn
You could
star.
produce
What
it.
if you got a boner
you
while you're
just watch
producing
it. You
it?
cannot get into it, but you just watch it. Okay, we
Oh, I
got
could
it.
never get a boner on that. No.
I could see Bob becoming the star of trailer park porn.
Mm.
It'd just be a whole series.
Well, you go find me a trailer to move into, and maybe we can make that
Is
happen.
this Corey
Oh,
getting
here
a
we
fight?
go.
Wow, you look way different, dude.
I love it.
Uh-oh.
My door was open on everything, bro. I'm telling you right now, you come to my door, I'm fucking you
Hey.
up on my life,
I
dog.
know how choppy it is.
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah, dog. Okay, the fuck up. Did you? Yes or no? No, I didn't, man. Dude, knock by my fucking door again. I'm gonna fuck your ass up. All right?
What's with the
Let
side
me
thing
mute
over here
myself
on
because
the
we're
video?
live on the
What's
internet.
with the side thing on the video over
I think they were recording 2 videos at the same time.
here? I know, it's like,
Wow, you look way different, Corey. No wonder people say you're handsome now.
well, thank you for the compliment.
You're welcome. That was a compliment.
Who was that guy that almost whooped your ass, Corey?
Okay, I actually staged that. That was a best friend of mine. He actually staged that whole fucking thing and stuff. But we got these fucking liberals.
Good thing I'm recording this.
That sounds like Bob's twin story.
It's a good thing I'm recording this.
Yeah, it's my bunch of dub twin story. Yeah, that's right.
Have you
But-
heard that story, Corey?
Yes, I've heard it.
It's a good
But
one.
no,
Every time
actually,
Corey
a
smells
friend of
fart,
mine, we
he
actually
sniffs.
set that up on purpose. Because I'm not going to go into the whole details. It was after my father's passing. I was homeless in Motel 6. I was like, let's just fucking do something to mess with these people to get them right up to actually believe it's real. So it was all staged and stuff. So, I mean,
Look at this, Bob. What do you think about
and
this?
I got these fucking liberals over here believing that it's actually real.
Well, it didn't even look like much after.
I know, and I
anyway.
cut my, you
I'm
know,
not
it's like I got
drunk, though. I'm
a
not drunk.
but I
How
cut
am I
my hair
supposed
like
to
that
do
on
it?
Jimmy Johnson person.
I
They
had my hair
showed
like
up
that on
today. They
purpose
haven't
and
been here
stuff just
before.
for the whole skit.
What were you saying, Charmin?
Johnson?
Who's this person? This
So
person
Corey
just
used
showed
to
up
be
in chat
homeless,
today.
living out of
know.
Motel 6,
They know a
and
lot,
renting out his ass for $5 a pop. That's
There's a couple
interesting.
new people that seem to know a lot today.
Yeah, I know. I
Hey,
think it's probably
guys,
with.
I gotta
I really
run
like the
because I gotta work
Ophelia
tonight.
Johnson.
Bye,
I thought
Larry.
that was
Thank you so much for
spectacular.
coming
Bye, Larry.
by.
Have fun.
Thanks for
Thank
joining
you
us,
for having
Larry.
me in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we
Bob,
can't
it
wait
was
to see
nice
you
meeting
again.
you, and good luck with your hot sauce on your penis challenge.
In the past there, liberal Larry, you take
You're
care
welcome
of your
anytime, man. You're welcome.
All right,
And
see
it's
you
awesome.
guys.
Liberally, it's finally awesome to actually meet you after all these years as a fan as I
I
am.
can't believe that
That's
Corey
great.
is
I
such
mean,
a fan of
I am.
liberal
I've
Joe
been a
that
big fan
he wants to give him a
of him
blowjob.
for a few
Dude, that
years.
guy was great.
And
He's
it's actually
funny. He's
we
cool.
actually met. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I like him.
He is.
Well, I'm glad you finally came out of the closet, Corey.
Just because he likes liberal Larry?
Yeah.
Well, if you're a fan of the guys, yeah, you got to be gay to be a
I've been
fan
a big
of the
fan
Corey
for
like that.
years.
But you know, it's just his.
Yeah, but you've been gay your whole life, and you've been in the closet about it too.
So what if you got an iffy with that?
Mm.
He's
I know
pretty
you're
right.
you're the one that's over there munching on nuts, not me.
Wow.
You noticed.
Yeah,
I do
he's
eat
over
nuts.
here
I love
munching on
eating nuts. Walnuts are the best.
Oh, Walmarts or walnuts?
I love walnuts. I love pecans.
You
I
love all
cashews.
nuts. Okay, we got it. You love all nuts. Doesn't
No,
matter. You
every
love all
kind of
nuts.
nut. But I love them kind of nuts.
Yeah.
What do you think about this comment, Bob?
What's that? Let me hear.
You have a drunken
Well,
bum who
yeah,
recently
I mean,
slandered.
I acknowledge that. I'm not drinking. I got to be drunk in order to be called a drunken bum.
That's a good point.
Do
You're not
you?
drunk.
When these people think of character assassinations, they need to do a little bit better. I mean, some of these people are just so pathetic with their assassination attacks, attempts, or whatever. It's just
Right,
it's
just-
really sad.
Calling you a drunken bum isn't going to knock you off your horse at all.
And saying your beard's
What
on wrong.
happened this week to get you knocked off your horse, Bob? What the hell did I
Great
miss?
question, Charmin.
Like
I need to
what?
roll a joint.
What
for this question.
happened that? Because you're tough, Bob. What happened this week that knocked you?
Great question.
I decided I'm not going to do any more live streams with Rob. So there you go.
With Rob, like, but that made you leave Discord.
No, I'm not going to be on any show with Rob or any of those people like ever again. I don't want to be a part of that.
But you were on
So
the
it-
show with Rob
so-
today,
but-
though.
Yeah,
but let me
only
make sure
so I
who
can
those
cut him
people
down
are.
and let him know when he died we're going to fucking party.
That's Rob, that's John, that's Kelly, and Harry.
And Rick and Christina and
We have
Kelly. Yeah.
breaking news.
Is that Dumpster Rick? Or is there a different Rick?
No, Dumpster Rick. Yeah.
What about Dumpster Rick?
Really?
They're a little hate group. I don't want anything to do with them. They're pathetic losers. And they're all little sissy boys. If you ain't figured it out, they all live at home with mama kind of thing.
I mean, I don't think some of them are kind of living together because they're adults and stuff, but I don't
Rick
know
is
what
over
everybody's
60
living
years
situation
old,
is.
and he's been living in mama's place for years now. He's the biggest snowflake in the whole group. Rob is number 2 at age 40 and living in mama's house.
There's no way Rob's
I think
40
he's
because I'm
married.
42.
No, Rob is 40.
No
He
way
just turned
Rob's 40.
Yes.
There's no way he's 40.
He is 40 years
That
old.
guy's younger than I am.
How old are
Yeah.
you, Wheezy?
I'm 42.
Ooh.
I thought he was way older than me, like 52 at least.
No, I thought you was like 32.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I would have thought Rob was way older. Am I the
No.
only one?
So okay, so that's a
older
lot of
too.
people. That's a lot of people, Bob, and you brought most of those people
I was
here.
just going to say that. He brought every one of those.
So
people
Yeah,
here.
and I
That's
want
something
them
that
to be
really-
happy over there because they have so many new victims to go after.
Well, you know, I
See?
have been trying to give them a shiny new toy and send them off after AW, but they like you. I can't help it. They like,
AW is boring.
yeah, well, you know.
Okay, let me explain to you the reason they're not going to fall for that one. Because you got to understand they're all freaking Democrats, and there ain't no way in hell they want to expose AW as a freaky dude, super Trump liberal Democrat out there, you know, an extremist is going after you for being in the Democratic Party because you are a traditional Democrat. It's people like you that they want to go after so that they can firmly take over the Democratic Party with no challengers. That's their idea. That is the plan. And so you're never going to get Rob or John or Rick or any of them morons to go after AW. It's not going to happen. And even if they found the golden egg, they're not going to give it to you.
You can't quit the show, Bob. You're going to be here every week. We know it.
Oh, Bob's not going to quit.
I know. He had me going for
Yeah.
Mhm.
both this last week.
Bob is using that because he wants the attention. He feels like he's losing the attention on himself.
I
So
don't
he's
know.
using it to
No,
get the
you're
attention.
so off the chart, Corey.
Basically, that's what he's doing.
No,
So
where
Bob
I'm
knows
at
the
right
difference
now,
between positive
places
attention
me
and
on
negative
the-
attention.
Put them on a defensive.
That's what Bob is
That's
doing.
what you don't get, Corey.
So, see, Bob, I don't have to do that. I'm too damn good. I don't have to play that.
Are you smoking
Corey,
blank
you
pipe
and your
tobacco,
8
though?
viewers
I
per
will.
live stream. Okay, you're so popular.
No, I'm just that damn good.
Good at what? Sucking cock?
Obviously.
Oh, I mean, everybody's got to be good at something.
Corey doesn't seem half as bad as everyone makes him sound out to be. Is he on good behavior tonight? Corey, why does everyone hate you?
Well, here, you're going to have your haters. You're going to have your likers. You hate me. You like me.
You
but
don't got
I-
no likes
the
though, Corey.
thing is-
The only reason
the thing
people
is,
watch
you
you
know
is
who
because
I
they hate
am.
you.
The thing is, you know who I am, but if you're going to hate me, don't for
Well?
apparent reason. I'm going to give you a goddamn right to hate me.
There we go.
How's the WTF show working out for you? Jimmy
What is that
Johnson
show?
Anyway,
asked.
but either way, you know who I am. So, I mean,
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
you guys.
always fun.
All right, well,
Is
I'm going to
Maddie
wrap
really
this up.
53?
Rob
No.
should be your leader. You should bow down to Rob because he wants to take over the world.
Maddie's
Rob
40.
wants to take over the world.
Elise is asking where the show is. I gotta send her a link.
Oh, she should come on.
What Rob does is he goes around the internet trying to get these super haters out there that do videos on good people, and he's trying to bring them into his game.
Did
That's
it
what
work?
he's trying to do.
You think
No,
it's
he's
working?
too dumb. I mean,
So why are
I'm
you
talking
afraid
about
of it?
idiot trying to be mentally superior to a bunch of retards. I mean, it's just not going to happen.
Okay, Bob, who and what are you talking about?
Rob.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Douglas Ducote. Well, he's got this guy called Douglas Ducote Clown that 100% of all of his videos are just like this. Hello, Dougie. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. Dougie, you're so dumb. And that's it. Once
You
you
do
see
that very
that,
well.
Okay, they're
Bob.
just
Hey,
they're
Bob.
just
every video
satire.
this guy will
I say,
ever
Bob,
do,
can you do that
fucking
again?
retarded.
No, Bob,
Well,
can
Rob
you
goes
do that
and
again?
contacts the guy and
Bob.
tries to bring him over here into his group to go after me because, he got
Bob.
nothing in it.
Bob, can
That's
you do that
hilarious.
again? Because you did that very well, just like a liberal.
Yeah, well, I got him imitated pretty good here. I can do a great impersonation of him.
Ducote.
I'd like. He wasn't that bad on the show.
But that's the thing. Like, what's in his stuff isn't harmful. It isn't dangerous. It's satire. He's allowed to make fun of people. That's what the internet's all about.
No, he takes it beyond that. This guy will contact your place of work to get you fired.
Oh,
He
like
will
you do when you
contact
contact people, when you abuse your police dispatchers and to report something that's false and abuse 911.
Yeah, if anybody attacks me that way, I definitely will attack them that way and then some. Like, I don't know any boundaries. I have no limitations how low I will go when I attack
But
you.
I think that's part of the problem. I think we need some boundaries. I think we need some limitations. I think we've gone low enough. I think there's a lot of wars. I think it would be nice to put an end to some of the battles and the wars, some ground rules, establish some boundaries. I don't think that would hurt anybody.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, I don't attack people like that unless they attack me like that. So,
But the thing is, Bob, you attack everyone.
Yeah, let's have a
No, I don't
ceasefire.
attack
Let's have
everyone,
a
Corey. You're
ceasefire.
not everyone, Corey, and nobody likes you anyway, so nobody cares if somebody attacks you.
So far, I like Corey.
I'm glad you like Corey. Corey needs somebody to like Corey.
I do.
Well, he has a whole group of Cortarians, doesn't he?
I
Yeah,
do.
like
I do have my
people.
Cortarians.
He can't have 10. There's no way.
Trap is still
Well,
this
wait
week.
a minute. Wait a
Super
minute.
Trap,
We do
make
have an
Corey
Alexandria
Perry of the week, Super Trap.
Ocasio-Cortez in elected.
Come back up,
position.
Brain.
You make
Come
Corey
back.
Perry of the week,
Moron,
Super
so,
Trap.
yeah, it's believable.
Brain needs to come back, man.
And then also we have a Maxine Waters in office, and she's dumb as a box of rocks.
Yeah, didn't you call her?
Is she in your state?
Nah, she's in California. I'm in Texas.
But you
Yeah.
still
Well,
called
I
her.
called
Right?
her office and asked her if she could please come on my show and answer the question if she ever actually got a boob job to counter the gravity
you
effect
care
of
if
the
she
saggy
had-
boob down below her fucking waist or not.
Why is that important?
I'm just pointing out how ugly she is. She's ugly on the outside. She's ugly on the inside. And nobody on the planet Earth can prove that she's ever done one in an office.
wow.
for the
I thought it was
American
me at first.
Yeah,
No,
no,
Bob-
like
Bob
I
was-
don't think the universe agrees with whatever it was that you were saying, Bob, because it shut you off.
Shut you down.
Huh?
It shut you down. Like the universe just prevented whatever you were going to say from even being said.
Look what
what
Harry
I'm
Brogan.
saying was Maxine Waters has never done one thing for the American people. ever.
Bob. I mean, we know you love not to shut up, but have you ever thought of how ugly you are from the inside and out?
Well, Corey, how about you come on down here, man? You go to the bar and see who walks out with all the pussy, because the only thing you can
I
walk
feel
out
I'd be
with is a bunch
walking
of
out
cock.
with I feel like if I go into a gay bar with you, I'd be walking out with a balloon and bat hill.
Hold on, folks. I'm talking to Corey, so hold on. Let me rethink this.
Okay, you're trying to do scat like the 1920s, like the scat in the 1930s.
I have to talk like you.
See, now you take the most of
be at
these
your
liberals
intelligent
today
level.
and you take a beast.
Because you way
They
down
say
there,
scat
Corey.
is like
Corey,
black
you're way down
porn.
there on the intelligent
Yo,
level.
Yeah, it's all
This is
bebop,
good.
man.
I mean, it's something I've never seen it before. That's for sure. I kind of hope Elisa finds a way to take that and put it into her next track.
What's that?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
what you just did.
I mean, anything's possible, right? She could do it.
Yeah,
Like,
she
Now,
could do
Lisa,
it.
next time when you do it, can you put a rat face on him? Because he has that fucking rat.
no,
rodent
he
thing.
needs
Put a
like
fucking
fake
rat
gold
face.
I'll tell you
chains.
what. I would go
just put a
purchase
rat
a rat
face on
face.
him.
Big gold
You go
chains.
purchase a mouse face with a really big fucking mouth for me to put my
With
fucking
a
rat face in.
butthole.
You concern me. You concern me. All right, guys. Well, I'm wrapping it up. It was
yeah,
good to see
I
you
think it's time
all.
to wrap it up all together, but
Yep.
we really appreciate everyone. And next week, I'm sure we're going to have 1,000 new things to talk about next week because that's how
Oh.
it goes in the Kermosphere.
I'm sure.
So,
Okay,
sure
now
next
let's give
I'm
the
sure
new
next week will be
KAF salute
amazing.
before we leave.
What?
Heil Hitler.
Oh, fuck
no.
you.
No, man.
Why
that's
would
not-
you do that?
No.
All right.
What is
bye.
wrong with you,
According to
Bob?
Eric, he is
What is
Lisa's
wrong with you,
brother, and they
Bob?
are both directly related to Hitler.
Oh.
Shame
Which
on
means
you.
they must be DNA and blood related to Nancy Pelosi.
Oh,
On
for
that
the
note,
love of all
on
that is
that note,
holy.
goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, nobody's listening to you
Yeah,
anymore
hey, that's
ever
the new
again.
KAF